Hello everyone, Johnny Thunder, EAS&Weather here with your Day 1 Fire Weather Outlook. There are two areas where we have critical fire weather risk areas today, one covering eastern New Mexico, west central and northwestern Texas, western Oklahoma, the Oklahoma Panhandle, southwestern Kansas, and southeastern Colorado. The second critical fire weather risk today encompasses a tiny bit of northeastern Nebraska, much of Iowa, southwestern Wisconsin, and northwestern Illinois. Cities in the critical fire weather risk areas today include El Paso, Texas, Lubbock, Texas, Des Moines, Iowa, Amarillo, Texas, and Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And there are two areas where we have elevated fire weather risk areas today, one covering parts of Texas, parts of Oklahoma, parts of Kansas, far southwestern Nebraska, parts of Colorado, and central New Mexico. The second elevated fire weather risk area today encompasses far southeastern South Dakota, eastern Nebraska, northern and southern Iowa, far southern Minnesota, far northern Missouri, parts of Illinois, and south central Wisconsin. So we have the elevated fire risk. So, in synopsis, two mid-level shortwave troughs embedded in a broader, low-amplitude upper troughing pattern will traverse the central CONUS today. One trough will overspread the Great Lakes as the surface low gradually weakens along the Minnesota-Wisconsin border. The second mid-level trough will eject into the southern plains by afternoon, accompanied by an 80 to 90 knot 500 millibar jet streak. As a result, gradient flow associated with the surface low over the upper Mississippi Valley, as well as dry downslope flow east of the southern Rockies, will encourage appreciable wildfire spread potential over portions of the Midwest and southern high plains, respectively. For the southern high plains, as downslope flow peaks in intensity by mid to late afternoon, widespread 25-mile-per-hour sustained westerly surface winds with higher gusts will overlap with 10 to 15% relative humidity, perhaps lower in some locales. The best chance for these conditions will be over northeastern New Mexico into the Texas Panhandle and immediate surrounding areas. Given very receptive fuels, high-end critical conditions supporting dangerous and rapid wildfire spread potential are expected. While extremely critical conditions are not expected to be widespread like yesterday, spotty, extremely critical conditions may be observed. Otherwise, 15 to 20% relative humidity will overlap with 15 to 20 mile per hour sustained southwesterly winds for several hours across much of the southern high plains, warranting broad, elevated critical highlights. Portions of the Midwest. Before the surface low undergoes significant weakening, strong gradient flow will persist during the afternoon, when boundary layer mixing will support a belt of overlapping 25-mile-per-hour sustained westerly surface winds and 15 to 25% relative humidity for at least a few hours. These conditions will most likely be observed over central Iowa and immediate surrounding areas. Such conditions are high and critical for the Midwest, especially when considering that yesterday's precipitation does not yield it meaningful accumulations, which have also been lacking in the past few weeks. Rapid, dangerous wildfire spread is possible wherever dry fuel beds exist, and a sparse instance of extremely critical conditions cannot be ruled out. So, that's your Day 1 fire weather outlook. Remain safe and vigilant in the critical and the elevated fire weather risk areas today, especially the critical. And if I were you, I would gather supplies immediately, such as food, water, clothing, toiletries, medical supplies, a flashlight, a cell phone, phone chargers, extra batteries, flashlights, and a battery-powered radio in the event they need to evacuate on a moment's notice, because fire can start and spread quickly. Please avoid outdoor burning in these areas. Please avoid outdoor burning in these areas, especially in the critical. And do not throw cigarettes on the ground. Do not throw cigarettes on the ground, whether or not they're lit. Because 1, that's littering. 2, one little spark is all it takes for a fire to start and spread quickly. And make sure your cigarette is fully out before you throw it away. So, Stay safe and vigilant in these areas today, and I will have my Day 2 fire weather and severe weather outlooks this afternoon and or evening. Take care.